Hello and welcome, yo peeps, to our podcast, VTuber podcast thingy. I am Nora, your host, the little bookworm, the tired bookworm today.
I am VQ, the cat mom.
I am Lulu. I am the gremlin.
And welcome to the Weeb Stop. Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like I cannot do the whole online dating thing. I'm not flirty. I just get worn out, and I just get bored with talking to strangers online for no apparent reason. I don't do dating apps. I just I want to talk to someone in real life. I just just want to know what
A
the
little
person's
bit
like in real life.
difficult. A
Yeah,
little bit difficult during the pandemic now
Yeah.
because
very very difficult during the pandemic. I mean, I never date. I don't like to.
yeah.
I feel so old fashioned and just kind of shy and scared and yeah and I like a scaredy cat because I don't like to ask someone else out. And I don't know what it is, but
Oh,
it just makes me so uncomfortable to think to go up the person or ask someone, hey, you
Yeah.
want to do something together, or
oh,
hey, you want to try to go on a date together just to see what it's like, or what. I cannot do that.
I am the one who always does that. Nobody does that to me. I
Yeah,
have to be the one
that's
who
my
always
problem.
be
No
like,
one does
hey,
it to me either.
like I can do it. Like I kind of have that confidence, but the thing is, like I just don't want that person to feel awkward if they don't like me back that same way because
Yeah.
I don't feel awkward if they don't. Because
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, whatever. You don't want to, that's fine. But like I've had people that I've asked like, hey, let's try a date, and they're like, oh no, and then afterwards I feel awkward because like they're like scared Lulu is gonna jump on me. It's like, no, I'm not going to. You said no.
Yeah.
I said no, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go
Mm.
there. Like, calm the fuck down. I'm not here eating your dick up. Like, shit.
I
Calm
know
down.
we two have
Oh,
gone on several dates.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's all I can say. But we always forget that we
Yeah.
exist.
We are like, yeah, the date was great. And then it has been like 5 months, and we were like, we don't know what happened.
No, like we're super good friends, but like when it comes to dating, we are not capable of keeping track
No.
of one another. Like it would probably be nice, but like if we forget, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah. Like, I
Like
need someone to
what the
not
fuck is this?
forget, I guess, to keep a
Yeah, I
track
need
on
someone to
me
not
and
forget too.
such.
Like yeah, same. Like hello, can you hit me up? Hello, hello. We're hopeless. That's
Yeah.
just how we are.
Uh,
We
Yeah.
we we need people that can talk to us, but we don't like to talk to people.
Yeah. I want to
I
like love somebody, but I don't want to love somebody.
I
I
know,
have
but
enough with my cat
Yes.
actually.
I really want to love somebody. I want somebody to love me. I just not willing to take the first step.
Yeah.
I need them to show me that they're willing to put in the work. And if they are, putting the work means asking me out on a date. I'm not picky. I'm not choosy at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
I'll be like that. That's enough for me.
Like, most of my reasons to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a partner in general is actually to take like super cutesy cosplay pictures together, like couple
Same.
cosplays and couple
Same.
outfits and such. But the thought of actually being in a long time relationship is like very exhausting for me. Like, I get tired of it, And
Yeah,
then
I can see that.
it gets too much at some point, and then I get just
Mm,
bored of
Yeah.
it, kind of.
Yeah.
you can
Like
I feel
but
bad
I
for
feel like if you're,
this, but
yeah, but I mean, I feel like if you're with the right person, it has to be someone you can be both be friends with and be more like be a partner and in a relationship with. You
yes.
can't be you
Yes.
can't be just a boyfriend or girlfriend. You have to be their friend too, or else what are you supposed to do? You have to be able to enjoy each other's
Exactly.
company without
yeah,
doing all
Exactly.
lovey-dovey things, because after a while the lovey-dovey things will kind of smooth out
yeah.
or burn out a little
Yeah.
bit when you're not in the
Yeah.
honeymoon phase anymore, and then
But
you'll have to be like, okay, you need something more to keep it together.
the
Right?
lovey-dovey phase for me ends in like 1 week or 1 month. Then I'm done with it, and then I'm
Oh,
like,
same.
I'm kind
Same.
of bored of this right now. I don't know if anything right now. I just don't.
Oh,
I want to be
yeah.
single again, but I'm very tired of relationships.
I
That's
have been
kind of
single
how
for
I
a
feel.
long time. You know what? It's been such a long
Same.
time since I've kissed someone, so for me now it's even worse because I don't want to be a bad kisser. I don't want to be like the,
Dude, dude,
I
dude,
am a
person
terrible
that I
bruh,
kisser. I am terrible. Like, seriously. There's no skill here. There's no skill. I just do pets because that's what I can do. There is no
bruh,
skill.
bruh,
yeah,
bruh.
because,
Wait. I kiss my cat a lot, and that is my practice.
yeah, that doesn't count.
Oh
You
my
smooching
god.
his head a little bit, that does not count.
But like,
That does
if
not
I can
count.
just say something, like, my perfect relationship would be with someone like you said, Nora. That it's like someone who can be my friend, but
Yeah,
also together with me.
Yeah,
And
because
like
I
because
don't
we
need a
both
boyfriend.
have,
Yeah,
yeah, we just need private space, and that I'm allowed to spend time with other friends. I'm allowed to spend time doing my own things, but also visit sometimes. Doesn't need to be every single week, doesn't need to be every single day. We don't need to talk every single day, but I would very much like to be in a relationship with someone, you know.
yeah.
Doesn't
yeah.
have to talk every day, doesn't have to be with other 24/7, just time with each other, play games, watch movies, just talk about something, like
I
sit
want to
in
be
the same
able.
room without
Yeah,
talking.
yeah. That's how I know I can be with someone. I don't I want to be with them a lot, and but I can also be in the same room with them, and we can do our own things without it being
Oh
awkward. We
yeah,
don't have to talk to each other. We don't have to look at each other really that much. We can do our own things, or we can do similar
yeah,
things, or kind of together. But we don't have to fill the space with activities together, or conversations
no,
and stuff like that. We can just sit there and keep each other
yes,
company,
yes,
just be there for each other.
Like, I want to get
yes.
married at some point, but also the
Mm-hmm.
thought of living together with my partner is a no-go. Like,
You should
I
live
don't
together
want that.
before the married part.
Like, I just want the
I
married
don't want to
part,
live
and then
together
I'm
with my
done.
partner either.
I want I want to get married to someone so badly, but it has to be the right person. I mean, I
Yeah,
know I am too cynical to
Yeah,
be with someone just to be with someone. I don't understand people that's
yeah,
with someone just because they want to be in a relationship, not because they want to be with that person. Unless they
yeah.
don't realize it themselves, because that's something else. But if they know that, hey, I don't really like that person like that much, but I just want to be with someone right now, so they'll do.
I
I don't
am
get that.
yeah,
very in love with the thought of being in love and in a relationship more than actually wanting to be it. So I fall in love with like fictional characters a lot harder and more than real life people, because I
big
fall in love
same.
with I fall so deeply in love with the thought of being in a relationship or having love. I
Yeah,
love the thought
same.
of love. It's a weird thing, but
Yes.
Yeah, I
it's
mean, I do
yeah.
that too. But there's a little difference. I don't fall. I don't know why, but I don't fall in love with fictional characters. I mean, I'll be like, okay, that's my husband. That's my that's my bae. That's the one. I like this character a lot, but I've never been in love with a fictional character. Like it's okay for me to not be with them or
Well, I have
think
fallen
about being with them and stuff like
too
that.
hard with
Jafar,
2D characters.
do
Yeah,
we
like I get
do we
overly
have to get
excited.
into that?
I
Do we
get
have to get
overly
into Jafar
excited.
again?
My heart starts pumping, and I'm like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You're passionate. I know.
And it's not
Like,
only Jafar, but yeah, he does it the
Yeah,
most for me.
yeah, he's number one. I know he's your number one. I know the old
Yeah,
guys. Yeah, no, we're not
like
getting
I
into
can
the
just
Jafar
say that,
debate again.
no, no. We can take a break
like,
on that.
like I said, I also fall in love with the fictional characters quite often, but I also have a hard time like falling in love. Like not a hard time, but I also have a way too easy time falling in love with in real life people too, like
Yeah,
friends or someone that I see because I've just oh I fall you're attractive I want to be with you, but also
Mm,
you also have similar interests and you
yeah,
have pets. That's a big plus. I love pets. And you have
mm,
this, you have that. I'm like, ah, yes, you. And the thing is, I can put in a lot of effort in a relationship because I want to.
mm.
But I also want my partner to be able to do the same thing because I don't
yeah,
want to be the only one doing that because that's tiresome.
Yeah.
Um, but like I said, I I want to have a romantic relationship, but I don't want it to be over romantic. Like I said, not
yeah,
too much like intimate things, at least not in the first chapter of the fucking love story or whatever.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like hold
I
hands,
don't
do things. Like
mind.
huh?
Yeah, no, I get it, but I think I move a little quicker than you two. Like it doesn't take a lot
Yeah,
to move quicker though. But I mean, the first few times I'm out with someone that I want to be with, I'll probably be like, yeah, no, we ain't going all the way. Slow down, cowboy. And I know I will tell him.
yeah,
Because yeah, I'm quite direct with people that I'm close to, and I'll tell them straight out, you're done. You're done with that. Yeah, not doing that. Oh yeah, we're doing this.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
when we're really intimate, I don't know if I'll be like that, but when I'm like out in a normal situation, I'll be okay. So we've been really open about some things on this podcast before. Okay, so I have one
Thing
story. So
is,
I have a story about that
I
boyfriend I
think I
had
know.
when I was
I think
15,
I know.
16. I told it before. To you at least. Okay, so everyone gets really shocked every time I tell. I haven't told this often, if people were wondering. But so we were at my house. I was living with my parents at the time. I mean, we were 16, almost 17 years old. And we were in my room, and then suddenly he started to make out, and he wanted to do a little bit more. And let's just say, the door to my bedroom was like halfway, not all the way open or halfway, but not. It was not closed. There was a little gap there
Yeah,
from the door to the door frame, like as long as my hand, basically. So it was kind of, yeah, it was open. And at some point, I basically ended on top of him, and he was like, "Hey, want to do it?" And my parents were home. They were out in the living room. And that was very close to my bedroom. And I was like, nope,
no.
we're not doing it. We are not doing it right now. And then suddenly I hear the entrance door open, and that is right outside my bedroom. So if you have the entrance, my bedroom door is by the entrance into the into the. It was an apartment,
Yeah.
so not a house. So it was kind of small-ish. So all the rooms kind of cramped together, and yeah. So my uncle came over for a visit, and we were still in my bed. We were fully clothed, and I was on top of him, and he asked me again, "Hey, want to do it?" And I was like, "Again, no, we're
Yeah.
not doing it." And then at some point, he just kind of pushed down. I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't want to listen to this. I'm so sorry. He kind of started to push down my pants.
Oh.
And kind of pushed me up to his head. So I was sitting. Yep, yep, yep. I don't need to go too detailed into that, but he tried to do things, and then I got bored because he wasn't really good. He wasn't really good with with anything, with his face. So I was like, at some point, I was like, "Hey, you can stop now. I'm done. I think I'm just done with this now. We don't have. We're not doing this anymore. That's okay." And I just kind of walked off him and just pulled my pants up, and was like, "Yeah." So my uncle came over, so I'm just gonna say hi to him. You may want to wash your face. And that was that. And then I didn't really think about it much at that time because I was like, "Yep, yep. This no,
That just
nothing's
happened.
happening." Yeah, so that just happened. I don't want to do a lot of other things right now. I don't want to do it with him. And when he's like, yeah, he was horny to say the least.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do anything more with him because my door was open. I don't know how I forgot my door was open at that point when he pushed me up. But then when I turned around and pulled up my pants, I saw that my door was partly open. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go into the living room and say hi to my uncle and just see if they knew something was happening."
Yeah.
Check out the situation. And then I just heard him run past me into the bathroom and to wash his face and his hand. So yeah.
Yeah, no,
So yeah, I know I'll tell the person I'm with if I don't want to. So I know that much.
Yeah, no, my first time I
I'm
got
sorry.
kind of pushed into it, and I used like alcohol to uh, air quotes liquid courage, because I thought he wanted it very much, and I was like, I wanted
Was it the toxic dudes?
yeah, I wanted to wait a while because I didn't want that to be like the main focus, and I'm not. It's it's weird for me. Sex is weird for me. It's like yeah, it can be done, but I don't. I never feel like it, and I don't. I'm very quiet. Like I can act, but I'm very quiet if I actually do anything.
I don't know that you can act.
Like I would
Oh
rather
no.
act because I would like I think of them more than me. So I act so they think I am feeling great.
Well, that's not good for anyone, though.
Yeah, I know. But I can't stop it either because I'm a perfectionist and I need that time to be perfect also. I got kind of pushed into it
Hmm.
by him. Afterwards, I also got pushed into other things. Like I told him some of my air quotes
Fetish.
kinks, because I never tried them out, but I've always like, okay, I can try them out just to see if I actually like him. But he never looked into them. He never studied upon them, so he just did it what he thought it was. And he was
Yeah, that does
very,
not sound safe.
yeah, it's very unsafe. And he sometimes even tried to push me down on him, and I'm like, I don't do that. I don't want that in my mouth because I eat with my mouth.
No thanks. No thanks.
Yeah, no.
No, no dicks.
And he was very pushy. Even if I said no, he even then he pushed me down, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. And he said, no, you can just stroke it and such, and we can see what happened. And I'm like, I am not gonna do it. But I had to do it because he pushed me so much, actually. And it was very uncomfortable, and I've never had like a good view on sex in real life. Like fictional, yes, please, I love that shit. But in practice, no, I'm not a fan of it. Um, I don't like it's not my first choice, if you
Yeah.
understand.
No, I feel you.
Like I'm
Same
very
for me.
sexual, but I'm not sexual at all.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But I
same,
still want to
same. Like,
make my partner feel amazing, so I act and be like, yeah, this
yeah,
is amazing, but I don't really feel like it at all.
uh,
But I don't want them
yeah. Like,
to never have it either, if you get it, because
I am not a very sexual person at
yeah,
all either because of stuff like that. I
yeah,
understand. Like, you know about this too, and I know about your experience.
yeah. I
Not
think
to
he
talk over you. I just want to get this out.
yeah, he just ruined it even more for me, so I never felt like it
Um,
was like a thing I wanted to do ever.
yeah, like that was like the cause with my first friend. I see it as my first relationship because it kind of was.
Yeah,
Like she was very much like the girl I met last summer. Very charming, very sweet, but very manipulative, and she's a class player, so that's nice.
yeah,
Um, she didn't tell me anything. She just did it. In my room, in my bed, and it was very uncomfortable. So yeah, kind of trigger warning for sexual abuse, I guess.
yeah.
But like, whoa,
Whoops.
it didn't. I didn't consent to it at all. I was just like, okay, this is happening, and I told her to stop, and she didn't. And after that, I thought, aha, I have to be sexual because that's what she likes,
Yeah,
and therefore, when I visited her place, I thought that what she wanted of me. But but after the week I was there, she broke up with me and told me I was too naive and
oh,
too young, which I was very confused by. So, and after the breakup, I'm not going to go into details, but something dumb happened. I'm not in the clear. She is not in the clear. We were both very stupid. But she told me that, oh, the sex is so much better now. And I'm just like, I was inexperienced. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Call me a little dumb name, so whatever. So that first relationship kind of ruined my view on relationship in general and also sex and stuff.
yeah,
Um I kind of just want to be in a relationship with someone that isn't super sexual. Like, yeah, we can do like if it is a cosplay, we can do like sexual shoots and stuff. But I don't want to do sex,
yeah,
at least not in the beginning. Like I just wanna figure people out, be friends, be partners, but we don't have to be like up close all the goddamn time.
yeah.
Thank you. That's all I'm
I
asking for. Like, yeah.
I feel very innocent compared to you too.
Well,
Like
well,
I've only had like wholesome, cutesy kind of things. You're like, oh well, I've been in this manipulative relationship, and I had
yeah,
things done that I didn't like this, and I experienced, and now I know I don't like this. I don't like people like that, and I know what that's like. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
so.
Like every single relationship except for the one I'm friends with was kind of abusive and toxic. So I'm just like, yep,
Uh,
yay, way. So
yeah,
I'm just like, can I please get a partner that won't abuse me?
yeah.
It sounds very edgy. Yay.
I I was very like protective over my virginity until that toxic ex. um
Mm-hmm.
because I was like I wanted to find the one and all of that shit. But
Mm-hmm.
he ruined it, and also he ruined my image of myself, kind of. So I take
Yeah,
like sexy
feel that.
pictures and stuff like that because he ruined it for me, basically. He told
Yeah.
me I was just another body. It was nothing special with it. So I kind of want to take sexy pictures to show someone else, to get a confirmation that, yeah, I'm not like everybody else. I am not uh, a body, any more bodies. I'm me. I'm special like that. So that is
Yeah.
kind of why I take like sexy pictures now and just gave fuck, because I have just
Yeah.
not given any more fucks about my body. I could probably just be on the naked attraction show, and be like, yeah, I did that, but I
The
don't
Mm-hmm.
feel
British
anything
show.
about that.
Yeah.
It kind of
Like I could
ruined
never
my
do that,
view
but
on
like
everything like that. And yeah, everybody's body is
I
yeah.
mean,
beautiful, but
understandable.
he ruined it for me, like my body. So I just
Yeah.
began to give more fucks. I don't care about sex and such. Everything
Mm-hmm.
sexual and such is kind of ruined in my head because of that.
Yeah, same.
And
Same.
he
Like I
came
feel ya
out.
because she told me that my body was kind of like just
Yeah,
withered. She told
yeah,
me that my body was withered and disgusting and ugly and too not her style. So I feel ya. I
yeah.
really do.
And my ex actually came out last month, I think, with being depressed and manipulative and a rapist.
That's
But
just
I have
Yeah.
seen that he has removed his posts, and it kind of
Yeah.
makes me mad
I called
because
him
he
out.
he have no reason to actually remove it, because everybody needs to know. If he's gonna be
Yeah.
public about it in the first place, don't remove it, because there will come newer people that doesn't know about it. And yeah, if
Yeah.
he wanted to be open about it now, he could just keep that post going.
Yeah. Like I probably messaged you after I was like, fuck
Yeah.
you, dude.
Yeah, because I
He
had
didn't do
to.
it before that point.
He didn't know that we ended badly, because I had to lie
Of
myself
course he
out of
didn't.
the relationship, because it was so bad that I didn't want to hurt him. I was walking around with on eggshells around him, and I didn't want to make his depression worse. But I made my depression worse by lying to him and being like, "Yeah, no, I don't feel like I like uh, boys anymore. Like I've gone completely gay, and I don't like dicks at all anymore." And yeah, um, and he thought we ended it in a good note, because I wanted to have him think that. So when you backlashed him on that, he was like, yeah, Lulu just came to me and said this and posted this. I thought we ended it on a good note, and I had Nora to write for me because I didn't know how to
yep.
kind of say it in a way that he would understand. Or I can't express myself.
It's like you had me
Yeah,
say it directly instead of just trying talking
yeah,
yourself around
yeah,
Yeah, like I don't give a
with the
shit
point
about
across.
expressing myself, telling the right words. I just say what the fuck is on my mind, and my mind was set on "fuck you, dude." I want to shove a lamppost up your ass so far it goes out of your mouth together with your insides. Let
Yeah.
me do that to you, boy. You're weak. You're a weak pee boy. I'm gonna break it in you.
Like, I wanted kind of an apology, not for actually to forgive him, but just that he gave me an apology for what happened, even if he thought we ended
Yeah.
it in a good note. I just wanted a closure,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. And
Yeah.
I didn't. He gave me a half-assed, like, television apology, YouTuber
It wasn't
apology.
even half bad.
Nah, no, it was very bad, very small.
It was
It
bad.
was like
Yeah.
a very little message saying I'm sorry for what happened, but it was not good enough. And I was like,
Yeah.
you know what, I just need to kind of block you without saying anything. I have not forgiven him because it's too late.
No. Yeah, like it's very hard to forgive people that's done something like that to you. And
Yeah.
I've heard so many times people ask me, "Why don't you forgive your abusers? Why don't you do that?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you on?" And a lot of those people is like are posting on Facebook like, "Oh, if I'm friends with an abuser, tell me, I will stop that from happening." And they never do when I tell them about it.
Yeah.
They never do. And I'm like, why do you lie to me? I'm a victim and you lie to me. And that's so goddamn annoying when people do that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like,
But like, yeah, like, no.
if you
Oh,
care about the
I just
person,
get so
actually
mad.
remove them then. Even if it was a good
Yeah,
friend of
like,
you, it doesn't mean that they were
yeah,
good in the relationship with your other friend. And now you know, and then
no.
remove
And
them.
like, I'm also like, you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with if you want to, but that means that it can come some um conflictions
Yeah.
because not everyone will agree with you. And like I talked about one other cosplayer on Instagram about my abuser after your abuser came out,
Yeah.
and she actually removed her from her following list, and I'm
That's
like,
good.
wow, somebody I barely know wants to do that.
Yeah.
But some of my quote unquote closest friends doesn't want to remove whoever did something to me, and that kind of hurts. That stings. I get it because oh she's so nice to them, but like
Yeah.
can you think about the victims a little bit?
Yeah.
It's so annoying. It's so goddamn annoying. But I can't do much about it. And but I many times, and this is probably just like a venting thing, but I need to just say it. I have many times thought about cutting out those people who just doesn't want to understand me at all because I understand it's very difficult because it's very hard to understand if you've never been in a situation like that yourself. But like it it hurts my mental health personally, and it hurts to know that some of those friends I've spent a lot of time with and done a lot of fun things with, but sometimes you just have to let some of those people go because it's better for yourself.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about it and it goes back and forth, so it's still like an enigma I haven't found out about, a riddle that I don't know how to solve yet. But eventually I know that I'm gonna get tired of that shit and probably cut them out, which kind of, yeah, it sucks.
I want to tell about the convention I went to with him because Lulu, you know.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
the but okay,
All
okay,
the
so
goddamn
okay.
looks I got from him.
Okay, so if anyone were wondering, so this kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, that this toxic ex-boyfriend,
Yeah.
he didn't like any of VQ's friends at all. I
No.
just thought it was only me at first, and then after hearing about the convention thing, I was like, it was just me. He
Yeah.
didn't like anyone. Wow.
Okay.
He
Okay.
ignored me.
It started
Ignored
with
everyone, I think.
me wanting to cosplay Taco from the Adventure Zone.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And I
It was a
said,
good cosplay too.
yeah, I said to him it would be very cute and fun to do like a Taco Kravitz cosplay with you. And he was like, but I haven't even heard the podcast. And I didn't make him listen to the podcast. I only said like, well, you can kind of listen to it and at least listen up to that episode if you want to cosplay him with me, or check out if you want to cosplay him at all. But I'm just saying it would be actually cool and fun, and we could take a lot of cutesy pictures and such. He ended up binge listening to the podcast, and he made the cosplay, and it looked very good. And well, it was that
I'm not
Kravitz.
that he wasn't good at it, but it was just something. Yeah, that was just something else that happened when you were making your cosplay and he was there.
Yeah, I was trying to make my cosplay in the meantime, and he sat on the phone. He didn't want to watch the movie or a musical with me while I sewed. Because I had it on my computer and was like, okay, we can watch this together while I sew, so you can be in the same room at least. That would be nice of you. But no, he went to his phone, and then 5 minutes after, he went to the bedroom and lay down, and I'm like, did I do something wrong? And he's like, no, 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 no. And I'm like, but why are you here? Like the thing with walking around eggshells and taking more care of him than me and thinking more of him than me. And then the day when we were going to leave and take a flight to Sweden for the con, I woke up beside him because I was sleeping over, so they didn't have to pick me up where I lived. And I started watching YouTube on my phone in the bed. And he got mad, like very, very mad. So he went up, left me in the bed, didn't say a word, didn't utter any words to me. He went to the kitchen, made himself breakfast, went back to the bedroom to sit by his computer, turned it on, and put on YouTube videos. That is fine, but you could have asked if I was hungry or something. No, he didn't ask at all. At all. He was quiet, and I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, not even answering. And I'm like, okay, I'll just wait until he's finished eating and such. And after he got dressed, he was very hurt by me just watching YouTube videos in the morning instead of actually cuddling with him. But I don't like that much physical contact. Again, he went to the living room to sit down there and sulk. I got up. His mother was out walking the dog, and I got up to sit beside him in the sofa, take his hand, and be like, "Are you okay? Is there anything wrong right now? What is happening with you?" I was asking him everything, and he's like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine. No." And then he didn't say anything. He didn't explain anything. So I was like, okay, we've been sitting in silence for 10 minutes. I'm taking up my phone and watching YouTube because I can't handle the silence if he doesn't want to fucking talk to me. And then he brushes my hand away and goes down, like goes to the hallway, go out, slams the door, apparently goes to the car to sit down in the car, and he has the audacity to fucking send me a snap message and be like,
yeah.
I don't feel like this is actually going great. I feel very hurt by you watching YouTube videos instead of being physically or mentally here with me right now. Why can you just put
I
away your
mean,
YouTube videos?
he could have just asked you straight out,
He
"Hey,
could have told me with his
can
mouth.
we, yeah." Like when you were watching it in bed
Yeah.
before you did anything else, like, "Hey, can we just spend some time just us two together, or do something just us two together without
Yeah.
focusing on anything else?"
Yeah.
Just communicating.
Talking
That
like
is a
fucking
very
adults.
yeah.
And already at
Being
that
grown
point, already at that point, I was like, okay, I just need to keep like this convention weekend on like a very nice line, so I don't get a horrible time. He doesn't have to have a horrible time like he had with his ex last year, because I didn't want that to happen for him. So I went
Just
out of my
cancel.
way to actually make it great for him, and so he didn't have to feel like it was like the same with his ex, because he broke up with his ex at that con. And I was like, well, can you at least come up and talk with me about it? And he comes up, slams the door, goes to his bedroom, slams the door, and is laying in bed. And I'm like going in there and being like, can you talk to me, please? And he's like, I don't feel good when you actually choose YouTube videos instead of me. And I'm like, okay, I need to keep this, because then we have been Snapchatting if we could at least stay friends, and kind of broken up right before we left for the con.
Yep.
Because
At
that
that
was
point,
kind of
you
a
had
breakup, that conversation we had there. But he was like, okay, everything is good now, because I told him, no, I'll be more careful not being always on YouTube and my phone. I'll be very of that and careful of that
yeah. At
because
that
of
point,
you.
you had messaged me at least about that he was walking around slamming doors and the
Yeah.
reason why, and that. So instead of talking to me, he sent me this message. He
Yeah.
sent me a screenshot of the message, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah. It was like a
Oh
3-year-old. And
my god.
when the weekend was there, when we was at the convention, I introduced him to all of my friends and I hugged them and such, and he got mad about that. He got very depressed about me not hugging him all the time, being close to him all the time, holding hands in 30 degrees. Oh, God, I can't hold hands in that heat. Like that heat, no. No, thank you.
He obviously needed a lot of. We needed to be with someone who
He
could
needed
deal
to
with
melt
more.
together with his person, with his
Yeah,
partner.
someone who says touchy feely as he is, basically.
Yeah.
You just didn't work together at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
At
didn't
all.
even he didn't even say hi to my friends or introduce himself. I had to do that, and he even then he was like, he didn't say anything, or he just stood there.
No.
And when I got to his
Yeah.
friend, I did all my best to be friendly to them. I actually made some of them his friend, my friends. Like I got along with them. I tried my best, even my social anxiety. But when it came to my friends, no, fucking no, not even a try. And the last, I don't remember if it was the last day I was taco or something, when he was Kravitz. He was in all black, and I told him that you don't need to be all black. Like, I know the character is all black, but you don't need to sit there full costume all day because it's very hot. And make sure to
Yeah.
drink and such. And at some point, we left to get drinks or take a photo shoot. No, we left a little bit and he wanted to be seated in the shadow still. So we left because he said it was okay for me to leave with my friends for a while. And then I started getting these messages being like, I'm so out of it. My stomach hurts. I just want to puke. I feel very bad. I just want to go home to the Airbnb, but I can't because you can't get back to that alone and such. And I'm like, have you had anything to drink? Are you hungry? Have you eaten anything? Where are you? Like watching over him and doing my best to keep his mood up. And at some point, I asked him if I needed to buy him any drinks or anything. He said no, he didn't want to. So I bought a bubble tea for myself and some drinks, and I sat down with my friends that was in the area he was in, but I didn't know he was there because he was in the shadows and sitting at the exact same point. But we didn't sit down at the same point because
place.
we, yeah, at the same place.
At the same spot, I think.
Because my friends got there first and they had like gathered in a circle and they didn't know him, so they didn't call him over to sit with them. But me and Lulu found them, so we sat down with them and had a lot of fun. And he apparently saw us the whole time, and he began also sending more messages, being like, "Okay, now I really want to go home. I feel like puking all the time. I'm just not feeling it. I'm very like bad in my body and such." And I'm like, well, if you're feeling this bad, you can just leave or try and find me or anything. And he's like, no, I can't leave because then I might cry and your friends will see me cry. And I'm like, no, they won't see you cry. They won't. I don't think they would care. They don't know you. And trying to like calm him down, and it ruined my mood when I sat with my friends. I don't know if they noticed it, but
I noticed.
I went from very happy to very concerned and be like, I'm very tired right now. I can't deal with this, and I can't be like watching over someone that doesn't even want to. And he it took like 10 minutes for him to actually answer me where the fuck he was. And then he said, look behind you, I'm there. And I'm like, okay. And I asked him, do you want me to come over to you? Like, make it seem normal that that you're joining the group? And he's like, no, you can just sit there with your friends and you don't need to come over. And I just, you know what? I'm coming over to you and talking to you face to face because this is getting so.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is getting so ridiculous. So I went over to him and I had to lighten his mood, do all that I could to just make him smile and make him stay a little bit longer because he really wanted to stay longer. It was just that I wasn't there with him, and he was like, okay, I just want to hold hands more because we're actually cosplaying a couple and we are a couple. And I'm like, yeah, you just tell me. And my friends and me and him went to do a little photo shoot of the costumes, and he ended up walking so slow behind us that either he was like 5 feet in front of us or he was 5 feet behind us, never with us. And he was like, yeah, but my foot hurts, so I can't walk walk faster, and I can't keep up. And I'm like, But you just walked 5 feet in front of us, and were behind you. And during the photo shoot, I never got any pictures with him, only selfies, and I don't care anymore. And I'm kind of glad I didn't get any couple shoots, so I can actually find someone else to do that with. Because I'm making a new one because
Yeah.
I just want to toss that cosplay out the window because yeah, it brings back
Bad
bad
memories.
memories.
Mm-hmm.
And he sat by a bench instead of actually watching the photo shoot or asking, yeah, can we have like a couple pictures like that? He was sulking and depressed the whole trip, like a whole day.
God.
And I did all in my way to be happy when his friends was around us. Like I did everything for him, but even then nothing was good enough. And he used his depression to just be like, yeah, it's you made my depression worse. And it was never anything like how are you doing with your depression? Is everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
No, it was always him. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
toxic relationship, and I didn't know it was that toxic until I actually got out and I started talking with you guys and more people about what actually happened when no one was there and
Oh
how
yeah, I
it
mean,
actually was.
when we were playing games at home, you, me, and him, and you
Yeah,
went to the bathroom, he would just sit there in silence. And when I tried to talk to him, he would pretend he didn't hear me, or he would just like grunt, like make a few noises and be, and then he would dismiss me basically. And I was like, okay.
yeah,
So at first I thought, okay, he doesn't like me. He don't have to like me. I'm just a friend. I'm not the girlfriend. I don't mind. It's fine, but I wish he would try, put in some effort with
yeah.
your friends.
And
But
you're
he doesn't
living
have
with
to
me,
like.
so
Yeah,
he
and
should
and I was
have.
living with you back then too.
Yeah,
So I was like, okay, no, it's fine. He doesn't have to like me. And then when I heard the convention story, I was like, wow, it's not just me.
yeah.
It's
It was all my
everyone.
friends.
It's everyone. It's not
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
God.
he was
I.
always like that. The only person he actually talked to was one of my other friends because she watched Doctor Who and he
yeah,
liked Doctor Who. So they talked about that,
yeah,
and you and I would just sit there and talk to each other while they talked, and I would be like, okay. So at least he finally found someone else he had
yeah.
something in common with.
And it
Ah.
was, I didn't know how he was towards you guys when I wasn't there either. And I asked actually the friends I met at the convention, so how do you feel about him? What do you think about him? And they said, well, he doesn't seem like a great guy. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to talk to us, so we don't have a lot of things to say about him. He doesn't feel like a good guy.
It doesn't
Like,
put any effort.
yeah, there's
Yeah, he
like
didn't
Yeah.
no
put any
effort.
effort in
Honestly.
at all.
No.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay.
I just.
This one from a few dates episodes to worst exes ever.
Well, it's our love stories, I
Yeah.
guess.
So that is
Yeah.
true.
I just need to share a small story from the first girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Um, because I ended up getting the swine flu. Okay, I
Yeah.
ended up getting the swine flu because I was that lucky. And during that time, I told her, "Hey, I'm having the swine flu, or I'm not feeling good. I'm home from school. I can barely eat. I'm fainting all the time. I'm puking. Please." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna take a tattoo one of these days." And I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." And when the date comes, she takes this tattoo. She sends a picture to me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's nice. Turned out very nice." And she got so mad. She got so mad that that was all I had to say about her
That
tattoo.
I was embarrassing. What did you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
mad
yeah.
about?
Like the thing is, she got mad at me for everything. When I stood up for myself, when I didn't stand up for myself, when I said something that she didn't agree with, when I hang with my friends, when I hang with her, when I hang with my family, when I took time for myself. Didn't matter. She got mad at me for everything. Anyway, so I'm sick and she calls me after I told her her tattoo looks nice, and we talk a little bit, and I tell her that I have a cold as well, and she's like, "Well, you have to use a scarf indoors then," and I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And she gets mad at me for saying that. She was like, "I'm not your mom. You can't answer me that way." And then my mom is calling me for dinner. My brother is screaming in the background. She's yelling over me on the phone, and I'm like, "God, I have a headache. I have to talk to you afterwards." And I hang up because my head was reeling.
Yeah.
So I eat my dinner barely because I'm sick and I want to puke. I go back to my couch and I feel bad for hanging up on her. Oh, I text her saying, "Hey, I'm sorry I hung up on you, but I was very stressed. I'm sick. I have a headache." And my mom was calling me. "I'm very sorry for doing that." And she calls me. And we talk for 2 hours where she is yelling at me for being inappropriate towards her and saying that her friends are so much better and that her friends bought her cake, so they are so much better um, than me. And if I do that
Okay.
ever again, she will break up with me. If I ever hang up on her or if I talk against her, she would break up with me. Even though she always encouraged me to stand up for myself, just never against her. So I it was during that time where I started to develop depression, and she did not believe me. She did not believe me that I was suicidal, that I was struggling, because she has it so much worse than I had it.
Yeah.
And yeah, during my whole time during the swine flu epidemic, I was about to say, she just treated me like trash. And I mean, she always treated me like trash. She just wanted someone young and someone she could use. She admitted that to me. She just wanted to use me for because she was lonely. And it was almost 2 years, maybe less, where we were together. Like we met each other when I was 14, and she was
Teen?
I was 14. She was, oh my god, what was she? 16, 17,
Yeah.
whatever. And when she was 18, 17, 18, and I was 15, uh, meaning that I was actually underage, to be honest, but I don't really care much about it. But I was still underage. That was when she that did the sexual assaulting.
Yeah.
And then, and like, she had the audacity afterwards to ask me, "Are you okay?" And it's like, what the fuck? God, God, I despise her so much. Every time I hear someone having the same name as her, every time I see her at conventions, I get shivers and I get so mad, and people just don't want to understand why, no matter how many times I try to tell them that we tried to become friends again.
Yeah.
Because when I was at the cosplay school, I just call it for that. I met her at Desicon Cosplay Japan in 2015. I saw her, she called my name, she comes over, she apologizes, we hug because I felt like I had to. And after the exchange, I contacted her on DeviantArt because that's where we met. And I apologized to her. I apologized to her for my behavior because I was scared of her and I thought I had to apologize. And she apologizes to me as well. We send letter to each other, but I start to realize that at conventions and on Facebook where we talked, she started to not talk to me anymore, except for when she vented about her now fiance, saying, "Oh, she is, oh God, I don't know if this is gonna work." Like she talks to me about it. She talked to me about her current relationship,
Yeah.
about, oh, it's
Mm.
not working. She's not paying enough attention to me. And maybe partly that fault because I think I said, yeah, it's fine. But honestly, I just was scared of her yelling at me if I told her no because that's what I'm used to. Um, So I just like, oh God, what am I gonna do? Whatever. And after the relationship stabilizes again, she stops talking to me, and she kind of just like, ugh, doesn't really say hello to me on conventions anymore. So I'm just like, okay, so you just wanted to be forgiven and think that I am not gonna be having any trauma anymore, and be traumatized and having anything. Well, so I blocked her, and she asked someone, "Why is Lulu angry at me?" And I got to know that from that person that was asked. Why is Lulu mad at me? And I'm just like, well, I blocked her without explaining, and maybe I should be more mature and explain as to why, because I could have done that, but I didn't because, again, I have my reasons.
Yeah.
I
Um,
don't feel like you should explain anything to her. You
No.
should be done with
yeah,
her. Good riddance.
yeah,
Yeah.
That was not good in any
yeah,
way, shape, or form for you.
yeah.
Not for
I
her
thought,
either, apparently, but especially not you. So I mean,
yeah, like
she can
I
she
have
can
no
she can
clue.
be and do whatever she wants, but no,
Yeah.
you don't have to explain anything.
Yeah, but the worst thing, it was what was the convention here called again? Here in Trondheim,
Torukon.
uh,
Huh?
Torukon. Yes, yes. I was cosplaying Dipper, and she was cosplaying, I think, Inuyasha. I don't fucking care. I don't
Ooh.
care. Whatever. And I saw her. She saw me. We looked at each other. We knew we were each other because we have very recognizable faces, both me
Yeah.
and her. And we turned away. Like, it was very childish. Like, 1 second scare look, and then go each separate way. So I sit down with my roommate. And it was actually after you left because you talked to us in your Gwen costume with you.
Oh.
And you left
Yeah.
to go, I don't know where you went, and then someone else came and joined us. And then I see her walk up with her girlfriend, fiance, whatever, and meet on a friend exactly where I was sitting. And they took pictures where I was sitting, right in front of me,
Mm.
like where I am a roommate was sitting. And one of them, I don't remember who, stepped on my foot or touched my leg. I don't remember exactly what happened, but one of them touched me in one form or way. And I think it was her way of saying that she can be wherever the fuck she wants.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, she's right, but at the same time, it was very childish of her to do that right in front of me with her girlfriend, taking pictures and
Well,
standing
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I have to apologize. It looks like my character is falling asleep. I'm not. I'm trying to fix it.
no, it's
I'm just standing here with my eyes closed.
no, it's
I'm
fine.
Yeah.
I'm following the story. I agree with you. Oh my god, what a person!
Yeah.
I just suddenly saw what my character looked like here.
Yeah, no, no, no. It's
I'm
it's
sorry.
it's okay. I get it. I mean, my character gets possessed too. It just turns to the side by
Yeah.
itself
Like,
and just looks into the fucking distance, looks into
I
the
mean,
fucking
oh
void, and it's like, what
yeah,
the
it's
fuck
like
am I doing?
Mine is like twitching with the eyes.
you
Yeah,
look
like I
annoyed.
don't
Yeah.
understand, but yeah, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I try to just like not care when she is at conventions because I know that nobody else is gonna care. But the thing is that annoys me the most is that people drag her into my spaces, and I'm
Yeah.
like, why do you do that when you know there's an issue? You know that I am sensitive to this because she's nice towards us. Fuck you. Eat my asshole while I poop.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm getting a headache.
Um, one time I actually need to talk about this because I don't think I've talked about this one to anyone because it's like
Okay.
it's so
Oh
not
God.
it's not
What else?
significant at all. I wouldn't call it a relationship or a date anymore because I was
Okay.
at a convention I think 10 years ago. I was very little.
Oh my
And
god. You must have been like what 15,
15 or
16.
16. Um I met a cosplayer there and I fell in love with a cosplay boyfriend. Like he liked me and I just fell in love with the idea of cosplay boyfriend. So we talked a lot, we hang around at the convention like all weekend, and uh we talked on the phone a lot, on the Facebook, and we kind of air quotes got together like in a relationship. We never kissed. We were like long distance relationship, and I talked with him about me and my best friend at the time, doing like yaoi pictures, cosplaying couples together, and he was not on board with that. He was like, "No, you are not doing that. You're not doing yaoi pictures. You are not doing couples pictures with your friend. You're not even going
Wait,
to
you
kiss them." Because we talked about that, because I was
wait,
like so annoyed of him telling me
wait.
what I couldn't do. So I was like,
Ooh.
well, she's my friend and we can cosplay
Do
whatever we want and we can
Do you
kiss in
mean
those
Yuri
pictures.
pictures? Do you mean Yuri or
No,
Yaoi?
yaoi pictures, like cosplaying
Oh,
guys
okay.
and doing
Okay.
kissing
I was
pictures.
about to say they were because I was imagining two girls. I was like, wait, Yaoi,
Yeah,
Yaoi.
no, cosplaying boys and doing yaoi pictures
Yeah.
and
Okay.
kissing
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
pictures.
No,
Um,
I got,
and
gotcha.
he was not on board that. He did not want that. So I don't even remember breaking up with him, but he just stopped talking to me after that because he
They
was not on
unofficially
board.
broke up.
Yeah. And he blocked me on
Everything,
Facebook
or
and such. Yeah, I only had Facebook at the time. He blocked me on
What the
Facebook and
fuck is up
such,
with
and
this
I couldn't
man?
talk to him anymore. He quit cosplaying for good. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't even take pictures with my friends. That was
apparently not.
apparently not.
Apparently not.
No.
Ah,
What is my character doing?
Jumping on a
enjoying life.
trampoline.
God. And now he doesn't react at all. Hello. Hello.
At
Boy.
least your mouth is moving.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well,
Ah,
that is those kind of love stories I have to talk about.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
I'm literally getting a headache now. Oh wow. What the fuck are you doing, boy? Boy. Oh, you're creeping up very slowly. Stop.
Okay. So we should probably stop here then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this has been a wait, there we go. So this has been a serious episode.
With
So
love.
with with love and not love
Yeah.
and something very different and very much like love. We wish it was love. Some
Yeah.
of them like hopeful for the future love, stuff like that. Love life or non-existent love life. That's that.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank y'all for watching, listening, however you consume our podcast thingy, the Weeb Stop, and we will see you the next episode, hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yay! Okay.
Yay.
Okay. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.